Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys.
Check, watch the before.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Second down, Haskins. That's complete to White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
54's Mike. Check. Watch the before. 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Here. Check 4. Check 4.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 3rd down gain of 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They will run for the first time here with White, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. That's what I do. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Rip left. Rip left.
Haskins on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Check it back. Check it back. Check, 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 check.
First carry for Darius Geis, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now it's Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Waters. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And the Redskins first down.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check it out, 3.
First down, here's White. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 26, check 26. Out, 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 out.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 51, Mike 51. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Dude.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Check 56. Silver. We're going to 54. 56 to Mike. 56.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Alert. 3 down. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
Here's Prescott. Going to look deep for Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go now. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Back.
Here's Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On second and 12, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Get ready. Tight dog.
On third down, a run from White. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get to 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
56.
First down, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Here we go, 46. 56 to 26.
To throw is Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
That's a pick. That's a pick. Going the other way.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm trying to collect. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. You ain't going nowhere. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Shit, let go.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Gordon. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Haskins will throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back now in Arlington, it's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Here we go, D. Shoot! Watch the shoot! He's checking. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tackle. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Stay with your man. Mike's 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Mike 51. Watch the screen. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. You got it.
2nd down, Haskins. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up this.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's White. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the run, Mike,
now it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Waters. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Skip the block. Check 9, check 24, check 24. Mike, 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
54. Mike 54. Wait. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get the ball. That's it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Anxious.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Geis alone in the backfield here, second and goal. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14. This for his running back, McCoy. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On third down, it's Pollard. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.